Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. Hey, sorry, my kids were being really loud. They're being really loud. So, yeah, I'm just like gross. I'm like, what is happening out here? Like, what is happening out here? Why is there fun? So why y'all ain't miserable like everybody else trying? Why is there fun happening? Let's go check them and be like, shut up. Yeah. Totes going live. Share them out. Share them out. So I'm here for it. So shout out to my churn for being era. Because that is what they are. Welcome back to my show, the Shine Everywhere Show. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Okay. Please. So, gays. So the title of the show, full story, Kiki Palmer scared for her life. That part. Darius Jackson thought Kiki was a lesbian. What? I'm serious. Did you guys know that? I know. Kiki said it. Kiki said it. Okay. Kiki said it, and we're going to get into it. Okay. Y'all know me, I'm messy. I absolutely am. But any show that I do like this, I always take it serious. So I take these things serious, right? What happened to Kiki and this guy, what Darius was doing to her. I don't take kindly to it. So shout out to anybody who's ever been through DV. Okay, my heart goes out to you. Very scary situations that people are placed in. So it's very unfortunate, and no one deserves it, man nor woman. Okay, woman especially, because they tend to go through it more. So before we get into the show, we did a video earlier, right? And in the video, I said that Sharon, Shayla, whichever one, her mother, Kiki's mother, okay, shout out to her, love her down. I said nothing disrespectful to her, all right? I said nothing disrespectful to Kiki, all right? And that's not what people are stating, right? They're saying I'm wrong because I stated that maybe she could have done certain things so that maybe this information could have came out sooner, okay? Now, I don't take back what I said, and I'm not apologizing for it, and I'm not going to change it. And I meant what I said. Okay. As a parent of 2 daughters, I don't give up how famous they are. I'm taking action. Okay. Okay. DV does not get better. It doesn't get better. Now, the person can get better, but that's something that they'll have to do on their own. Okay. Because sometimes it's just certain people that a person is with, and they'll do that too. And then they'll get with other people, and they won't do it to them at all. Okay. It doesn't mean that they're still not a bad person. Okay. Because you only do it to some chicks. That's weird. No, you doing it at all makes you a bad person. Okay. It's never okay to be in a relationship, especially men, and feel like you can control a person physically. Because you're a man, I'm going to control you physically to feel like you can beat them into submission because they have their own mind. They'll say things you don't like. They'll respond when you say negative things to them. They'll respond with negative things. So you feel like to show her that you're stronger than her, you have to, do certain things physically that no one should do. Okay. You're weak. The person you're doing it to, they're not weak. You are. Okay. You're insecure and you're taking it out on them. All right. Because you view them as weak. Okay. Because you can do that to somebody who you felt was strong. Because again, doing what you're doing to that person doesn't make them weak. You're weak. So no, the strongest person could go through the same thing. The literal same thing. Because DV has nothing to do with strength. It has everything to do with love and getting it confused. Okay. Confusing the two. To feel like love doesn't hurt. Since I've been doing commentary, I've always told people that love does not hurt. Now you go through situations that are emotionally painful, like breakups and stuff like that. It's all internal, that's not really hurting though. It's a phase. Like you will get over it. It seems like, oh my God, this is gonna take forever. Like, we gotta leave still. But you usually get over it, type of situation. So, heartache, not like you're in like literal pain. You're not. You're not in like pain. And anytime you're in literal pain, that's not love. Okay. A person putting their hands on you at all physically, and the same person that says that they love you, they don't. They don't. I promise you they don't. Now they may have love for you, but they're not in love with you. When you're in love with something, you don't want anything to happen to it. So if he'll get a car and not want a speck on the car, wash it every day, all of that stuff, he don't want to hurt it. He don't want anything to happen to it because he loves it. Okay. So if he's not treating you the same way, making sure you clean, making sure ain't nobody touching you, and stuff like that, taking real good care of you, and all that. If he could do it to a car or a PlayStation, but because is he hitting a PlayStation? Is he punching the car? He ain't throwing no car down the steps. No car that's screaming because no. Okay. So a lot of these men will love items more than they love you. Money being the number one thing. So yeah, it can happen to anyone. Okay. So again, shout out to all the people that have been through DV. And yeah, so I don't take back what I said. Again, I have kids, I have daughters, and I don't care how successful, how famous my daughter gets or is. I'm taking care of it. Now, Kiki and her family get to take care of this how they deem fit. We are not the same. So with the advice, not judgment, because I do not judge her, I gave her advice. Because these type of stories could easily be a story of a passing of someone who's passed, because of the hands of said person. Because most men that are doing this to women, I feel like the majority of the time, when they do take their lives, it's accidental. They snap. It's not them literally like, I'm going to do this. I think they literally snap, and after they react, and then after it's done, it's kind of just like, and then they come back. It's like an outer body experience. You're watching your body do something you feel like you can't control. It's called an accident. That the majority of the time, it's not deliberate. That's what makes it so scary, and that's what makes it so dire to get a person out of that situation. Because all it takes is one time. That's it. For that person to just be gone. All over something that could have been prevented if was spoke of. So that's all I'm saying. I would care too much about my child to be concerned about her being in love. Whatever. I would try to respect my child's privacy as much as I could. As much as I could. Because once it's enough for me. That's enough. And this was like happened over the years of them being together. And what I said is that her mother knew. So with her knowing, thank God because her mother could be the driving force to why she even went and did this in the first place. And which I'm sure she probably was because they're really close. So I'm sure her mom had a lot of influence of like, no, you got to do something. You got to get down here, blah, blah, blah. Because Darius still has not been arrested. He has not been arrested, and he should have been arrested for what he did to her. That surveillance camera footage is enough to arrest him. He should be arrested already. I don't understand how he's free. I'm like, why is he not in jail? The only way I could see him not being in jail is if Keke hasn't taken it there yet. So it's given no formal police report may have been filed as of yet. And I don't know if Kiki's doing that to protect her son, or I don't know. But that's for her to, she'll figure it out. It seems her mom, and she got people in her corner that I feel have her best interest. And her mom is one of those people. So I feel like she's going to be good, with the people that's around. I'm glad this is out, because Keke is a proud girl. She don't do all of this mess, and stuff like that. Kiki's about doing her job and moving on. She should give y'all what she give y'all. And then when she done, she go back to living her life. All of this is a lot, for someone like Keke. It's a lot. Not that she's like a good girl or anything like that. No, she's just stayed low key. She stayed in the spotlight for all the right reasons, and whatnot. And she can't help this happen to her. I'm sure she don't necessarily want to be publicly victimized and, and all of that. And again, he did this while they were together and when they separated. That's why it's a scary thing. Well, I'm like, oh, well, if her mom chose to keep it on the low for Keke until Keke decided what she wanted to do, I'm not knocking her for that. I'm not knocking her for that at all. But it's not in the time frame of you thinking about it, it can't still be happening. That's where, as a father, I'm definitely going to have to draw the line and step in. Even if it's just me physically stepping to him, but it's happening. So I'm like, do you want them to find out about this because both of us in the hospital? Is this how you want the word? Because they're going to find out. Like, either way. So as a father, I'm way too overprotective to not overstep. I'm going to. I know I am. I know I am. I know I'm going to overstep. I will. To the point to where I will stay at her house every single day with her. I will not separate from her. Because whatever you're going to do to her, you're going to do to us. If you feel like it's so dire for you to stay with him, I'm not going anywhere. If I have to leave, I already know what's up. I already know what's up. If he ain't planning on doing nothing to you, what's wrong with me being here? I'm going to be all up in your business. Kinda. I'm not going to, I might walk past the door a little slow. I might. Y'all might wake up and I'll be sleeping on the floor. At the head of the bed. I might. But I'm going to protect mine. I'm going to do that because that's my daughter. So I'm going to do that. And I would expect Kiki's mother, I'm sure she feels the same way. Everybody handles things differently. So I'm not judging her because that's a situation nobody wants to be in. And you don't really know what you'll do in a situation until you're facing it. No, you can think about it, but in a situation like that, it's something that's just happening. So you have to think on your feet. This isn't, oh, let me sit here and process this. It's like, no, you want to act immediately. You want to protect immediately. And I'm sure that's what Kiki's, I feel like she was just like allowing it. No, absolutely not. But it's her daughter's life. She's an adult. So her power only goes so far. That's why I said I'm an overstepper. I'm an overstepper. And the child is involved. Oh, yeah, no. And he's doing this in front of the child. This is another where I'm saying, like, thank God everybody's okay. That's all I'm saying. Because how I am with the I don't care. A push is too much for me. A push is too much for me. Putting your arms around my daughter's neck at all, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You can literally end someone like that. So those intentions say everything. Lunge at her and all that, for what? For what? No, you're a punk is what you are. Because that's what it takes. It takes a punk to do this. To harm someone like that you say you love. I can never look the person in the face that I'm telling I love and do that to them. Like, what are you thinking? What brings you to them? And I can't even think of the mindset of someone that would do that because I would never do that. I would separate myself. I would leave. I've been in situations like that, women running up on me, throwing things at me. I've been there. I walked away. And that was energy was towards me, but I've never had that type of energy. So I want to literally just like, I've been angry, but never angry enough to want to do that. That's too far. Like if in my mind, if I'm feeling like I want to put my hands on her, this should probably be over with because I shouldn't be thinking like that. Those type of thoughts shouldn't be coming to my brain because they don't. So for him to do it as a means of control, because that's all it was. He just wanted to control her. He wanted to dominate her. And Kiki wasn't going. That's where it truly comes in to where you're starting to, because most cases with men, they don't even need a reason. The woman waking up is enough for them to start something to make them feel insecure that they did something wrong. This is what narcissists do. Literally waking up, forcing her to feel like she's done something wrong. To live that every day is probably one of the reasons contributing to them breaking up, not just allegedly what was going on. So I want to get into this story from the beginning to the end. So A lot of people know about Darius and whatnot, and some people don't. Yes, his brother was on the HBO show Insecure. He was on the show. Darius is a trainer. So we'll get into that. Yeah. So let me pull that on up and we'll get into it. And then we'll also get into right after this, we'll get into the title of the show with Darius thinking that Keke was a lesbian. I'm like, whoa. This dude was a narcissist on a whole nother level. He put this girl through hell. Like, she was literally going through the most with this dude. Even when she broke up with him. Like, this is how diabolical this dude is, and why I understand why she's afraid. Because they're not together, and he was still doing certain things to her, even with them being separate. So it's like you're still forcing yourself, to come here and make yourself coming in this girl home. Like, we broke up. We're not together no more, right? I come home and you just in my house. I'm laying on a couch and you just walking in and past me. Like, what is wrong with this dude? What is wrong with this dude? And then coming in, arguing with her. Dude, you literally trespassing right now. And you arguing with this girl? Wow. Wow. Like, this girl was dealing with a whole monster. This dude is a monster, like a nightmare. From what she put in those court transcripts, like a nightmare. Okay. So let's get into this. All about Darius Jackson, Keke Palmer's ex-boyfriend and father of her son, Leo. Okay. I do want to state that Leo is fine. What? Girl, don't get blocked. Don't get blocked. If it ain't in the title, don't come here talking about it. Get blocked real quick. Y'all keep an eye on that person. Because they say another word, block. Don't say love. Keep your eye, by the way. So Keke and her son, correct. So Leo is fine. I want to say that because a lot of people were worried about Leo, which is her son, their son. And he's doing just fine. So I do want to give you an update on that. So on Saturday, December 3rd, actress Keke Palmer announced she was expecting a child with boyfriend Darius Jackson while hosting Saturday Night Live for the first time. Keke's quote, "There's some rumors going around. People have been in my comments saying Keke having a baby, Keke's pregnant. And I want to set the record straight." And then she said, "I am." It was so cute. I just love her. It was so cute. Palmer said during her opening monologue before opening her coat to reveal her pregnancy, which there's the picture. Oh, she was so cute. She continued, "I gotta say though, it is bad when people on the internet spread rumors about you, but it's even worse when they're correct. I mean, like, I was trying so hard to keep it on the down low because I got a lot of stuff going on, But honestly, this has been the biggest blessing, and I am so excited, guys. I'm going to be a mom." So this was super cute when she announced that she was pregnant on Saturday Night Live. So this was a big moment for her. So it's sad to know, like, she was going through all of this stuff, still, even while being pregnant. She was still going through all this stuff with this dude. And what it gives is that in my opinion, he's been cheating on Keke throughout this relationship a lot. And I don't think with just one person. So I do feel that because there are some people, humming and buzzing, but I'm not even saying it because of that. I'm saying it because of how controlling he is of her. A lot of men that are controlling like this are this way because they have something, else going on. And they're not spending the proper time with you. They're knowing they're not doing the things that they said they were going to do or promising you. So they'll do things like he was doing to Keke to keep her under control. So it's given, you're my cash cow. Okay, and I'm gonna put I put a baby in you, you know, all of this to keep you barefoot and pregnant, you know, while I'm out here doing my thing, swiping your card, um, doing what you know I want to do. And when you start to lose that control and whatnot, some go about it for extreme to go through extreme measures, you know, to keep the control. And it seems like he may have been doing that, cheating on her and, you know, forcing her to be in control, keeping control over her, manipulating her by instilling fear into her. Type of situation like you ain't going nowhere, you know, type of situation. And having a kid by this individual makes things way worse because it's not as easy to just break away. You know, he has rights to her child. So it just makes it that much stickier. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. I do think, you know, the whole her making more money than him and having more money than him, that does affect him in ways. She wore a cropped shirt and a jacket in the closing credits to empathize her expecting state one more time as the episode ended. After her announcement, many people were wondering about her boyfriend. Palmer has kept her relationship with Jackson fairly private, though when she does speak of him, it's with glowing reviews. Here's what we already know. Who is Darius Jackson? Darius is the brother of actor. How do you say his name? Is this Sarunas? How do you say that? Is it Sarunas? Sorry. Who appeared in the Issa Rae's Insecure. He is also working on an acting career and has worked in fitness as an instructor to inspire fitness. Okay. So he wants to, you know, be an actor as well, like his brother, Sarunas. Coco Kitty. Sarunas. Is that how you say it? Sarunas? And Miss Kitty, I hope that you just saying it like just to help me. I hope you're not saying that to try to correct me. Because we can argue. We can argue. In person, when you end a relationship, change your locks. Oh no, I agree. It gives you with a broken end though. Wait till we get into this report. Bert from Sesame Street. Okay. So how long were Jackson and Palmer together? Palmer was introduced to Darius Sarunas after she had a cameo on Insecure herself. They reportedly met at a memorial party in May of 2021 and went public with their relationship in August 2021. So Keke says she met him at a Diddy party. So I'm assuming it was a Diddy Memorial Day party because she says she met him at a Diddy party. The brother, Darius. So she had already knew Sarunas, but she didn't know Darius. But Darius was at the party with his brother, Diddy's party. And that's where Keke met him. She did. She said, I remember that. She said she met him at a Diddy party. She did. Keke Palmer says she met Darius at a Diddy party. Girl, I'm like, that's kind of worse than a bar. Like, I would rather take my chances at a bar. But whatever. You know, she said she saw him. She said she met her husband basically at Diddy's party because she said that, you know, she was smitten, you know, by him, you know, and whatnot. She really liked him. She had a, you know, she had a lot of nice things to say about Darius, and she said that she met him at a party. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Over 730 people in the building. Please hit the like. At the time, Darius celebrated Palmer on her birthday in a post that has since been deleted. His post was, "You've been a blessing from above." He wrote at the time, "Never would have expected summer 2021 to turn out the way it did. But here we are. I'm glad we are able to help each other throughout our lowest of times and show one another that what we are bringing to the table is everything we got. So now I find it weird that he said everything he brings to the table besides a backpack and issues. I don't really see what she was bringing to the table. That's the whole problem, is that she the table. You don't want to chair at it, you want the table. You know, that's why you try to wipe her, you know, to wipe the situation, so you was controlling everything, you know, type of situation. So, but yeah, him saying this now, I feel like it hits a little different with him saying being with each other at the lowest of times. I do feel like that could be subliminal, you know, when he said being each other at the lowest time, like we done been low. Like, so I don't like this dude. I really don't like this person. I want him in jail. Why is he not in jail? I'm like, why is he not in jail? Because it's given. I don't think Keke has pressed charges yet. But I think she just might have to, depending on, because what she wrote. Because if she don't, the state just might pick it up for her. Okay, even if she just kind of just sitting back and waiting to decide, it's given the state may be like, whoop, don't even worry about it. We got you. Say less. Say less. You ain't even got to show up. We got a real cute prosecutor. Like, don't even worry about it. Say less. Like, we got it. Literally, because what she reported is a crime. They're crimes. So when you report crimes, they don't go undetected. Like, they're not supposed to go ignored. What Keke reported, which we're about to get into right after this article, are crimes. Literally. So I'm like, yeah, all of these are crimes. And she has video footage of said crimes. What are we discussing? Why is he not arrested? The video alone is open shut. Everything she said in that report matched the video. Literally say he picked her and threw her over the couch. You see it in the video stills. You see it. Why is he not arrested? Why he on Twitter talking about some see you soon, son? Is it because he got arrested? I'm hoping it's because he's on his way to jail. Not just writing it because she got the temporary restraining order granted. So see you soon, like when the temporary restraining order up. Like, what's going on here? Because I'm confused. So, no, it's not Black Love Strikes Again, sweetheart. It's just love. Okay? We all fall in love differently. We do. We absolutely do. So yeah, we do. We all fall in love differently, and we don't fall in love for what a person's going to do in the future. We fall in love with what they show us in the present. So when these gaslighters and abusers go around and love bomb people and whatnot, by the time the love dust is coming outside of their face, that's when those type of things are happening, when they're already in love. Nobody in like is in DV. Nobody in like goes through that. It's usually people in love, because love is powerful. It's powerful. It done made men go to war. Literally, love is powerful. You know, it's a powerful thing. So, yeah, I don't have no gender. DV has no gender. It don't got no race, no nationality, no upbringing. It just is. Because you can't say, oh, well, that person grew up that way. Okay, well, what about a person that does the same thing that didn't? There's some men that do it and didn't see it at all in their life. Mother didn't go through it, father didn't go through nothing. They just are like that. It's boys right now in school that my daughters came home and told me that in the cafeteria, a girl broke up with him and he literally like beat her down because she broke up with him. Okay, they're 13, 14. Is it because something's happening at home, or is it just because that's just who he is? So you can't compare. I don't feel like there's a compare. It has no face. Anybody is capable of it. Anybody. So it's just unfortunate. It's how we look at it. In any case, it's unfortunate it's unfortunate, but it doesn't have a race or anything like that. We'll contribute that to Black love. There's plenty of people that are Black and in love, and they never went through anything like that. That done passed away already, done lived 50, 80, 90 years, and ain't never went through nothing like that. And so y'all can contribute to that. It can happen to anyone. Literally, it can happen to anybody. It's sad, and unfortunate. And we would hate to hear that someone that, because we're protectors, you know, as people, we protect each other. So to hear that she was over there going through that, it's unfortunate. It is, because it's just like that sucks, you know. Because what do you say to a person, you know, that's going through that? Like, what do you say? Like, what? It kind of just leaves you speechless, you know, just like, whoa. The most you can say, I'm sure, muster up, is that I'm sorry, you know, and we're apologizing for something that we didn't do. You know, I didn't do that to Keke, so why would I say I'm sorry? Because I'm a protector, you know, like, as a person. And I want her to know she's cared about. You know, this goes beyond her stardom. She's a human being. These are human issues, not celebrity issues and things like that. And I think it's important that we watch how we speak of it, because again, this isn't the type of energy Keke wants. Like, this is not her. Like, but I mean, this is not her. This type of attention, you know, she don't. So, and she could be going through all type of stuff. And I'm sure she is. This is the father of her kid. You know, she's a new mom, you know, and all of that. It's unfortunate that this couldn't have been the man that she married, because I'm sure that's probably something she was looking forward to, like maybe marrying him, but then seeing certain traits and certain things happening, realizing that you can't be that person, can be devastating to someone. So I don't want her to feel like, you know, like we happy this happened, because no one is happy this happened to her. We don't want this happen to nobody, you know. So it's unfortunate. So shout out to Keke. We love her down. Shout out to her family. Shout out to her baby Leo. Poor guy, you know, because an innocent baby, you know, is involved in all of this. Shout out to Miss Helena. Is it Helena? I hope I'm saying that right. For the super sticker, thank you so much, sweetheart. And shout out to Cersei. She says, yes, Sean, I agree. It's what it is what's shown in the present. I feel so bad for Keke. No, I feel so, you know, I feel bad for her too. But yeah, people don't fall in love with the person a person can become. You know, they fall in love with the person who they meet. You know, so she didn't meet this guy that was going around, you know, going upside people's head, women head especially. And what that's not what she met, and that's not what he was doing. You know, it takes time, you know, before that type of stuff can happen. I mean, you meet a girl and that next week you're already putting your hands on her. It's a high probability it's going to be over fast, you know, because there's really no feelings necessarily there. Feelings growing, but, you know, not strong enough to keep me with you. This is what you do, you know, type of situation. So it takes time to do that. And he love bombed her, I'm sure. He absolutely did. She was smitten, you know, with him. And then that's when he pounced. You know, that's when it's, you know, now it's time for me to take this mask off and show you who I really am. You know, this is me. You know, you're going to accept it. She wasn't given an opportunity. That's not an option. When you're going through something like that, it just happens. It's just, you know, what you are going through at that moment. And everyone handles it differently. And it can happen to anyone. So I'm correct. A slow calculation. Absolutely. So yeah. So shout out to Janetta, other moderators, putting this in the chat. And again, anybody going through DV, you know, there are plenty of places you can call, hotlines, even virtually, talk to people, because it's the best thing to do is get out immediately. You know, it's not something you wait for. Go. Like, go while you can. There's a lot of women that weren't able to leave. Tried and tried and tried and tried. It's not that they didn't try. It's not that they didn't try. So let's keep going. So I feel like we've learned enough about that. Let's get into what Keke said all happened. And it is a lot. It is a lot. Is this the one? Yes. So shout out to ABC News. Let's get into this article, okay? Now, Kiki Palmer accused ex-boyfriend Darius of putting his hands on her. A judge grants temporary restraining order. Court documents detail multiple times Palmer alleges she was attacked by Jackson. She said she also suffered emotional and accused Jackson of love bombing her. Lord! Now, I just bookmark things. I don't actually read them. I read them with y'all, right? It's just certain information, like I'll skim, and I'll be like, okay, okay, yeah, I need all of this. Okay, cool. I did not know that she's girl. Because I read to the report, part of the report where he basically called her lesbian, And I'm like, ooh, I go, we're just gonna go live, and read it there. But girl, she said, he love my ho. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Okay. So Keke accused her ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson of and emotional writing in the court documents that he has repeatedly attacked her, trespassed at her home, and became very frustrated with their 8-month-old son. Okay, so became frustrated with the baby. I can't think about anybody harming a baby. Like, it does something to me. Like, I can't. It's like I can't even think about it. I can't even think. So, but she says that he was really getting flustered, right? And there was a situation with but this is why she wanted the restraining order granted against for the baby too. Okay, so as of right now, he has no visitation. It's just temporary, but he doesn't have any visitation to the baby. But this is why. Oh my goodness. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. I said not frustrated with the baby. I said no, Lord. So, girl, Palmer's request for a temporary restraining order against Jackson, filed in Los Angeles Superior Court on Thursday, was granted by Judge Wendy L. Wilcox. According to a notice obtained by NBC News, the actor was temporarily granted sole custody of their son, Leo, with no visitation for Jackson. Okay, so the restraining orders for the baby too. It's not just for her. I'm like, wow. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. I said, not the baby. Not the baby. Because most men that are like that, they, some of them target the kid, but a lot of them don't. I'm like, not the baby. No, little Leo. Little Leo, no. I'm like, no. Because he's so cute. And it's just like, don't touch him. It's like, what you do to the baby? Like, why? Oh, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Palmer, whose real name is Lauren Kenyatta Palmer, said the abuse happened throughout their 2-year relationship with Jackson and did not stop after their breakup in early October. Okay, so in October that just passed, when they broke up, he was still coming over there, trespassing, putting his hands on her. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Not on there's from what I hear, there's hours of footage. And there's some things that he would do to her and they wouldn't be home, when they would happen. But she got footage of outside, when he almost hit her with the car. Mm-hmm. He almost hit her with the car. He did. He literally almost hit her with the car. Like, and she would have been hurt like bad. How he would have hit with the car, but he almost did to prevent her from leaving. Look, so he was willing to crash his car into her car for her not to leave. That's scary. like for a woman, you know, like whoa. So yeah, but let's keep reading. Okay, so in October. She wrote that since the split, he is even more unhinged, volatile, and dangerous. And she fears for her and their son's safety. Her quote, "It is because of our son Leo that I was finally able to end my relationship with Darius once and for all and escape the abuse," Keke wrote in the court documents. Oh my God, Keke. Keke, wow. Keke. I hate this for her. I really hate this for her. I really hate this for her. This is sad. This is sad. I really, Darius, if I ever see this dude is up, I'm like shaking right now. It is up. It is up. If I ever, it's up. It's up. Not my Kiki. Not my Keelan B. Oh no. Oh, why does she have to go through this? She says, Leo is the most important thing in the entire world to me. He needs and deserves to be safe and grow up in an environment free from violence. She's so right. Oh. Both Palmer and Jackson have declined to comment when contacted by NBC News. After Palmer filed the documents, Jackson posted a photo on social media platform X showing him holding their son with the caption, "I love you, son. See you soon." Look at this monster. Look at this monster. Yes. Not my Kiki, not our Kiki. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So he posts this picture, and I feel like he does this to taunt her. See you soon, son. I could break this. I could break this. Poor baby. And poor Kiki. To have to be dealing with this monster. Because he's a monster. Is other stuff I want to say. I'm really trying to. Because we don't even need to talk at this point. Because now you taunting her like we still got a kid. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Choked and body slammed. The petition detailed multiple times Palmer alleged she was physically attacked by Jackson. She also alleged she suffered emotional abuse and accused Jackson of love bombing her. Girl, I bet he did. Her quote, "Darius would love bomb me and make me feel like I was the most important woman in the world, only to get extremely distant and cold over a perceived insult to him. If we were at a party or event and I spoke to one person long or looked at someone a certain way, he would storm off in a rage, telling me I was a slut and a whore and accused me of cheating on him." And I did not love him, she wrote. Darius had a way of gaslighting me to make me feel like I was doing something wrong, even though I wasn't. Classic narcissist. Classic Jacqueline Suzette Wright. Gaslighting her, because that's the only way to get a woman. That's why when y'all start putting your hands on them, how important you've made them feel. Oh, you're everything to me. I don't see no other woman but you. When you in a room, all I see is you and stars. I worship the ground you walk on. I'll do anything to make you happy. I don't want anybody else. I don't know how it took so long for me to find you. I'll never let you go. All to create distance. And within that distance, they're usually cheating, create distance, and then make you feel like we're distant because of you, because of what you said. You don't love me. Because if you did, you wouldn't ... Okay. She said if she's talked to anybody too long, she's all of a sudden all these insults, you know, and whatnot, and cheating on her like crazy. Doing that because that's what he was doing. During one alleged altercation on February 3rd, 2022, Palmer said Jackson choked me and body slammed me onto the stairs in my home after he became jealous of her showing him a photo of herself in a bikini. Palmer said the pair were attending a friend's party and she showed him a picture because she was proud of her weight loss results. Okay, and this is the steal from it. Viewer discretion. Viewer discretion. So this is a photo of what he did to her in the hallway because she showed him a photo of her in a bikini after having the baby. So she was proud of what she looked like, and she just wanted to show him, like, look. And in his controlling nature, that was his reaction. Okay? She's dropping receipts. She's not just saying it to say it. They're receipts backing what she is saying. So all because she was just had a baby, was insecure, and then turned that insecurity into confidence because she was losing weight. So instead of being proud of her and being like, you look good, this what you do? This is how you will react to her? Wow. Wow. Poor thing. Poor thing. A screenshot from home surveillance footage shows Darius allegedly doing what she said he did in Kiki Palmer's home on February 13th, 2022. And this is the Superior Court in California has these images. They have them. It says right at the bottom, Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles. Okay, so they got the pictures. Palmer said Jackson was so upset that she was worried that they would get into a car accident on the drive back home. She alleged that when they got home, he slammed her on the floor and slapped her from side to side. Crazy. Wow. Monster tormenting this girl, like trying to destroy her. Everything in his power to break her down. Break her down. She said from side to side. From side to side. That is crazy. Wow. Wow. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Sorry. Wow. It continued the next morning, Palmer wrote. She alleged that Jackson grabbed her by the neck and body slammed her on the stairs. Palmer also alleges Jackson would destroy her property, like a private journal she had been keeping since she was 12, as ways to punish her. So destroy things that meant a lot to her to punish her. Like a baby. Like a baby. Because that's what meant the most to her. Like a baby. Like a kid. Because when you start destroying the physical things, you got to move on to something that she cares about. So would that be the kid? Would that be Leo? Is that why she's so afraid for him? Is that why she's so scared? Because she feels like he's next? Is that why she said that Leo truly gave her the strength to leave? Because she felt like you're going to target him next by the things that you were doing. It was the frustrations that you would have with the baby. So was the baby next? Is this why she acted immediately and was like, you know what? No, not my baby, not my son. Oh no, I'm one thing, but my kid, no, no, not my baby. I feel like it may have been something that she saw when it came to her kid, rather how angry, but she already said that he would harm her with the baby. Like she would have the baby and it still wouldn't stop him. So I would agree with her when she says that her son don't need to be around him. Not like that. At least supervised, or something. If this is how he's going to be treated, it's a baby. He's 8 months old. Going to be 9 months soon. So until he's able to, like walk and talk and whatnot, I wouldn't trust him around my baby either. I completely get where she's coming from. It's just I don't know what you want. I don't trust you. I've seen, So I don't know if he did something or said something about baby Leo. And I think that she says, you know what, I gotta go. I gotta go. So I do think that because if he was destroying, she had that journal since she was 12 years old. So that had to have broke her heart to watch him destroy something so sacred. Because that is something sacred. Having it that long since she was 12, that would have to mean a lot to her. It would have to. It would have to mean a lot to her. And you're doing that to punish her? Since me throwing you and tossing you around the house ain't enough, let me start destroying things that mean, because that's what DV, it evolves. It doesn't get better, it gets worse. It doesn't get better. So it's best to go. Even if it's seldom that it happens, so what? It shouldn't be happening at all. It shouldn't be happening at all. There's no excuse for it. Because if you excuse it once, then you excuse it twice. Then you excuse it 3 times. You excuse it 4 times. You just keep excusing it. Like it doesn't need to be excused. So that's why I commend Keke, because a lot of women go through this for years, decades, before they get the true strength, to be able to say, like, you know what, I'm leaving no matter what. And there's so many women that do not make it out. They don't make it. They don't make it. They run out of tomorrows. And because all it takes is that one time. That's it. It takes one time for you to be gone. That's all it takes. And it evolves. It doesn't get smaller, it gets bigger. They do different things no different than disciplining of a child. If you keep doing the same thing to the child and it doesn't work, you're going to eventually try something new. You're going to try something different because you're going to want something to be effective. If it's not effective, why do you keep doing it? So it's the same thing. Like he'll switch to things, and I feel like he's running out of things because at a time, it's going to come to a point where a person becomes numb to what a person's doing to them. Like the abuse, you can become numb to it, to where you kind of just used to it happening. You just let it. And then it's the same thing with your things. If they're destroying your phone and your TVs and just everything, your clothes, and they just keep destroying stuff. You just kind of get to the point where you just like, whatever. So then to the person that's doing it to you, though, they want what they're doing to you to be effective. They want you to be bothered. They want you to be afraid. They feed, a narcissist feeds off of all of that. So they'll switch, into other things. And when you run out of things, it usually goes to people. So I feel that it's starting to trickle towards baby Leah. And yeah, I think she was like, I gotta get out of here. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Over 900 in the building. Please hit the like. Okay, so she says during an alleged incident in April 2022, Jackson grabbed her eyeglasses. Lord, your discretion, your discretion. Trigger warning, trigger warning. Okay. During an alleged incident in April 2022, she said Jackson grabbed her glasses from her, threw them on the ground, and stomped on them because he thought Keke was flirting with a girl at a restaurant. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Not she a lesbian. Not she be with girls. She be with girls. Since when? Since when? No. Kiki's hetero. She like boys, men. She likes men. We know that. She's open. She would tell us if she was. She's not. There wasn't a man there. So since there wasn't a man, you just used a woman. Because now all of a sudden she's a lesbian. Now all of a sudden she's a lesbian. No. Keke being bisexual has nothing to do with being in a relationship with him. So if she's in a relationship with him, she's in a relationship with him. I'm bisexual, I know. So she ain't dating no girl. She with you. Like, she's not dating a girl. She's with you. So I can understand him being jealous of a guy, but to be jealous of a girl, why? Why? I just feel like that's an excuse for him to say that. No, if she was dating a girl and she was having a conversation with another girl and the girl got jealous, I could completely understand that. But for a dude to be mad that his girlfriend, not bisexual girlfriend, no, I feel like that's an excuse that he was trying to use to make. She probably just talking, or maybe saw a fan. Keke is a sweet person. Maybe she saw a fan or something, and it was like, "Oh my God, Keke, I love you," and she's like, "Oh, thank you." That because a narcissist will take a situation like that and blow it up and make it explode because the waitress asked for her autograph before she left or something. Oh, you wrote your number down too. Let's go. Get in the car. What? What? I'm like, okay. So she at a party, like she said, they were at a party, and he literally slammed her to the ground when they got back. Because she said anytime she talked to anybody for too long, he storms off. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter who it is. So I just feel like he uses that as an excuse. Now, Keke's single, I won't understand people acknowledging her as bisexual. But if she's in a relationship with a man, then she's dating a guy. That it's just, it's not like she's poly or anything like that. She's not. Like, she's dating a dude. She's dating a dude. Like, are y'all gonna? She gets married to a guy. Y'all gonna say, "Oh, there's bisexual Keke"? Like, no, it's just there's Keke Palmer. Like, if she marries a woman, they're gonna say you're not gonna call her bisexual. You're gonna call her lesbian. Like, you're not gonna be like, there goes bisexual Keke. I mean, because Raven is basically bisexual. Y'all don't say y'all call Raven a lesbian because she with a woman. So yeah, he's just using that as an excuse. Is how I look at it, because now all of a sudden she's a lesbian. Like, she only want to be with women. I don't even know why she's with me. No, you're a weirdo. Sexuality has nothing to do with nothing. You just want to control her in any way, shape, or form. You just want to control her. It don't matter if she was talking to a a deer, it would have been a problem. She ain't in the bestiality. She ain't ever said that. No, you was over there with that horse for too long. Let me find out. Get in the car. Like, yeah, no. It don't matter. They'll find any little thing. She could be talking to a teenager from high school that seen her and is a fan of her. Why you was over there talking to her with so? He like 10. Like, it doesn't matter. With a nurse, they'll find something. You know, they will find something. You went to the food stand and asked him if he wanted something before you walked away. You told him what you want. You come back with it. You was gone for too long. Who was you hollering at the food stand? It's like, excuse me. It was a lie. Like, but to even have to explain yourself, you know, it's enough for them because they're still not going to believe you. Oh, whatever. You would say that. Let me find out. You know what? I'm leaving. And then they'll get up and walk out. It's like, and then you got to follow them. Because if you don't follow them, you don't love them. So you got to go behind them. So then you do. And then you get there and they find a reason to argue. And you don't even want to argue. Even if you try not to. You be like, look, I'm sorry. You just give in. Look, I'm sorry. And then they'll turn that into energy. But you saying you sorry, you don't even know what you're sorry for. And it's just like, oh my God. It's like you can't win for losing. And it weighs on you. It really does. It weighs on you. It really does. You'll be driving home and you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing, but you feel horrible. You have a desire, this feeling to please them. It's like, I don't know why, but I gotta do something. Like, I don't know what I did, but it's like, if you don't know what you did, then you didn't do anything. But they will convince you that you did. They'll give you the cold shoulder, act like you ain't even sitting there, won't talk to you, nothing, and will force a problem. Will force one. And then when they feel like you're pulling too far away, they'll bomb you. But you're not getting an apology 9 times out of 10. They're still coming to you on why you're wrong, but why they forgive you. And for some odd reason, you accept the forgiveness. Because for some reason, you still feel like you did something wrong. And you didn't. That's abuse. Mm-hmm. And when a person will sit there and play these mind games with you all day long, you don't even know what's real anymore. You don't even, it's kind of like you need them now because they give you your sense of direction. Well, I need you around me all the time because if you're not around me all the time, then you don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to come home. And it's, oh. So you don't involve that person in your whole entity and even give in to what they want. I don't believe Keke, not to say that Keke didn't want her baby. I believe she does. But I believe it was Darius's idea. I believe he wanted to have the baby. If she was on birth control, I feel like he may have convinced her to stop. You know what? I feel like he wanted the baby more than her. I feel like she's always wanted to be a mom. But I think that he really kind of, made her feel like, let's have a baby. Type of situation. So, because I feel like he was trying to trap her. Yeah. Correct. I feel like, I can make it so now you have to deal with them because adding a baby in the equation definitely changes things with separating. Now you have this bond forever, with this baby. So, yeah, I think that he was definitely trying to trap her. I would agree. Okay, so let's get into the rest of this article. So she said, I had to put my glass. Oh, no. We didn't finish reading this part. Okay, so she threw him to the ground and stumped on them because Palmer was flirting with a girl at a restaurant because he thought Palmer was flirting with a girl at a restaurant. Even though she told him she was not. Okay. So she said I wasn't flirting with her. She said it. I wasn't flirting with her. It could have been a booger wolf, as far as we know. Flirting with her at a restaurant, even though she told him that she was not. Jackson then opened Palmer's bag dumped her belongings onto the ground and ran in the rain. In the rain, and tossed her keys across the parking lot, according to the petition. Jackson got into his own car and left, she wrote. Wow. All because he thought she was flirting with a girl. Like I said, I would see a dude. And I'm gonna even be excusing this behavior, but I'm just saying, I guess, But a girl, no. It just sounds like you wanted, because you're a narc. So you wanted to you have to find a way to make a problem, and if it's gonna be a girl, then so be it. Because if it would have been a man, I feel like she would have got the same reaction. I don't think it had anything to do with him really thinking they were excuses. So she said, I had to put my glasses back together as best I could so I could see to drive. Pick up my now wet and dirty clothes, wet and dirty clothes, wet and dirty, and other belongings, and rummage in the bushes across the parking lot to find the keys before I could leave. Wow, what a the petition stated. She said the most recent abuse towards Palmer happened on November 5th, after the couple's breakup, according to the document. Palmer said she was at home talking on the phone to her mother when she was startled to see Jackson burst through her bedroom door. Now, that is scary. Imagine just sitting at home chilling, and this dude you broke up with just busting through the door. Like, one, that's scary, because it's like, why not just call? Or why not just text and be like, hey, I'm here? Like, or call. Like, you wanted to scare her. You wanted to. And then with her being on the phone with her mom, I think you liked that she was on the phone with her mom, because that shows you don't care about her either. Because a narc is going to try to scare a woman in any way, shape, or form that he can. Even to say the most essential people around you can't do anything. You have to separate them from everyone in order for them to fully take over. There can be no one around that wants to show strength. You got to separate her from everybody. And her, like I said, I feel like she has a close bond with her mom, and being on the phone with her mom and him still, coming in there and in the, like, so he knew she was on the phone, obviously, approaching the bedroom door, hearing her talk. Now, it's not like she said, when I hung up on the phone with my mom, I was startled, because he did it knowing she was on the phone. Because if you burst into the door, means he quietly came in. He wasn't loud. He didn't make any noise. Because she wasn't disrupted until he burst open the door. So all of that is on camera. All of everything, the majority of the comments that he's talking about, because most people that do hurt women, they do it in private. They don't like an audience. They don't want an audience around. They want to be alone while these things are happening. As you see, anytime he's done this to Kiki, it's been alone, not when she's around anybody. So, because he's a punk, that's what punks do. So, with him bursting through the door with her being on the phone with her mom, like he wanted her to be scared. Like, I don't care that you're on the phone with her, because no matter what, I'm gonna do what I want to do. She can't save you, type of situation. So yeah, I feel like he wanted her afraid. He wanted her afraid. She says startled. Startled. She said to see Jackson burst through the bedroom door. Jackson said they were not living together, and she had not permitted him to come over. Jackson, according to the petition, was filming Palmer on his cell phone and demanded to see their son. Palmer wrote that she asked him to leave, but he refused to do so. Her quote, I tried to remain calm, but as I was again asking him to leave, he stood up from the chair, walked towards me, and made sure there was no furniture between us. He was yelling, leaning into me, getting into my face. At that point, he lunged at me, grabbing my neck and face, knocked me backwards over the couch, stole my phone out of my hands, and then ran out of the house, she wrote. Palmer said Jackson attempted to drive away and Palmer said Jackson attempted to drive away, and when she blocked his exit with the garage cans, he allegedly almost hit her with his car. Police were called following the altercation, and after interviewing the actor, her sister, and Jackson, they told him to leave and warned him not to come back. The officers encouraged Palmer to file a DV restraining order, she wrote. Several of the alleged incidents were witnessed by Palmer's parents. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? It says several of the alleged incidents were witnessed by Palmer's parents, Sharon and Larry Palmer, her sister, and her friends, according to the petition. Surveillance video also captured some of the alleged. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. How do y'all feel about that? I didn't know that. I thought that they weren't present for any of it. Wow. I did Fish Kingpin, I love you. Wow. I didn't know that. I had no idea they knew. Like we're there during it. I can imagine my daughter screaming right now because of a man doing anything to her. It's over. It's over. I will do none of this. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No. None of this. We're not talking. We don't have anything to talk about. Could you imagine? Wow, I did not know that they were present. Wow. Wow. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Wow. Almost 1,000 people in the building. Please hit the like. Can we get to at least 700 likes? We should have at least 700 likes. It's just to say he will be visiting Satan. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Angelica said a person doesn't become that because you piss them off. Correct. Yeah, I feel like that is just who you are. It's just who you are. Something Spicy said it's giving that her family just uses her as a bank. Ooh, I enjoy said had no clue. Dominique said, not my girls. I'm only talking to my lawyer and just I had no idea that they were present. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I got to do an update video now because I did not know that. I didn't know that they were there. Several of the things that of the events that were present. It just says sometimes stepping in can cause the victim to further push you away to keep the peace. It's not always as simple to just go off on the family members. No, it's not just as simple. I would agree. I agree, but oh well. Oh well, I'm not listening to that. I'm stepping in immediately. I'm not allowing anything like that, especially your kid. I'm just not allowing that. I'm not. I'll call the police every time it happened if I was the mama. Every time it happened. Now I get it. We're not supposed to, we're supposed to try. Oh well. Girl, I don't even want to hear none of that. I want to hear none of that. I want to hear none of that. I want to hear none of that. Because I take a whole life. Like but I hope I ain't in no weapon. Because I'm not doing no talking. We don't have anything to talk about. Like because it's just a parent, I feel, natural reaction to protect their kid. Elle says, I didn't know that they were there. Right. And I think it's a parent's, Sharita says, Tressa says, Kiki would have just be mad at me. I agree. That's why I would rather lose the relationship with my child over stepping. I don't care if it took them years to talk to me again. You're alive. I would rather you able to be mad at me than gone. I would rather you have an attitude with me and I want to be bothered with me because I overstepped. I would rather know you still here than you stick in a situation like that and be gone and then blame myself for the rest of my life because I feel like I shoulda. No, I'm intervening. I don't care. I'll call the police at her house every single day. I said outside her house, all of that. I'm that parent. I'm overstepping. I don't care. She can call the police on me. My dad's listening across the is. Because I'm protecting mine. It just is what it is. Oh, well. So I would rather lose the relationship. I would sacrifice the relationship with my daughter to protect her than allow someone to take her life. I would. I would be fine. If somebody told me, like, look, your daughter's in a situation where she stays with this person, you have no control. Because even if you tell her to leave, she's still up to her. You could lose your relationship with her from here on out. Or you can stay with her and let her stay in the situation and get a year or so left with her, or 2, or a month, or next week. Bye to the relationship. I will go give her the biggest hug and tell her that I love her. I will probably hug her for like 5 minutes. If I know this is going to be a long time before this happens again, or if it happens ever again at all, I would sacrifice that. I would. I raised her. So at that point, she would be grown. So I raised her. And I raised you to do the right thing. So the type of kid that I raised, I feel would probably be mad at me, but they would get over it. And quickly. It wouldn't take them years to do so. Because I'm a huge component in their lives. So I feel the same thing with her mother. With Sharon and Keke. Even if Keke got mad, Sharon raised the type of daughter that loves her. You love your mom. You have a good relationship with your mom. So you need her. You're a new mom, all of that stuff. Girl, you may be mad at her, but you'll get over it. And you'll get over it quickly. She get over it. So that's what I'm saying when I said that, I feel like you should say something and do something, even if the person doesn't want you to, because again, it's not worth it. And the things that he was doing to her, body slamming her, look at Shankwella. Look at how she passed. And this is a man doing this to a woman. I don't believe Shankwella's passing was on purpose. I feel like whoever did that to her didn't realize how strong they were. Didn't realize the power that that they possessed for what they did. So it's the same thing with a man and a woman. A lot of time, the majority of that is a way higher percentage of it just happening on accident, of something that you were doing on purpose. So you were on purpose trying to hurt that person, but you weren't trying to take their life within that moment. That was not your intention, but it's still the outcome. So I'm not wasting any time. I feel like no one should. If you know that this is going on and you swear you love the person, do something. I'm always going to encourage people to do something, say something. I'm not encouraging nobody to be respectful when somebody's life is at risk. Like Kiki's life was in danger. Her being slammed on steps, all of that stuff, she could have passed. He a man doing all this soliloquy, Kiki, like she a woman. Like you doing all this, like she could have died. Why are people acting like she couldn't have? I'm like, have Shanquella touch on nothing? It taught me a lot. A lot. I don't know about y'all, but it taught me a lot. See, if she could not be here, she could be gone. With him doing the things that he's doing to her. Thank God she isn't. Thank God she's still here. The blessing to come out of a situation like this. And the more eyes you get on it, the better. So that's why I said, as her mom, if I was her, I would have said something sooner. I would have. Then a lot of the other stuff she was going through, it could have been avoided because, again, when the public's eyes on something, we don't play. We don't play. So if Keke is still kind of drifting back and forth, that if she want to be with him, no. We said no. Now, Keke, we know you care about your career and all of that stuff, girl. We'll take it. Girl, we ain't playing that. So that's why it's different doing things behind closed doors, because then you still have the power of decision. But when it becomes public, Keke knows she's beloved. She is loved. She has a huge fan base. She is a big actress. Okay? Akila's not a child. She is not a child star. She is a star. So, like, Keke Palmer is big. That name rings bells. She done basically Good Morning America shows. All that. I mean, she done did it all. Like, the girl is a star. So she knows this coming out. Look how we just literally on him when he just said what he said about Keke when she wore the dress to Usher thing, y'all. Or we was trying to cancel him then. We don't play about Keke. And he know we don't. He said one comment and had the whole internet on his neck. All of us. Yeah, because we don't play about her. Oh, not her. Oh, not Keke. Oh, not Keke. We don't play about Keke. So to know that she was going through all of this really hurts people. You ain't just hurting her, you're hurting her fan base too. And her fan base don't play. Because that's how you was getting a little play, that you was getting the relevance that you were getting. And now that we know that all of this was going on, oh, it's over for you. Oh, it's over for you, Holmes. Oh, it's over for you. It's up and it's stuck. Oh, it's up for you. It's up, Keke? Okay. Yeah, it's a wrap for you, player. So, let's finish reading this. Palmer fears for her son's safety. Palmer said she and Jackson would go to couples therapy for a time. Things would get better. But then they would get bad again. Oh, Keke, girl. Okay, then it would get bad again. One feud became public in July when Jackson shamed Palmer over the outfit she wore to Usher's Las Vegas residency. The video that surfaced showed the Nope star wearing a sheer dotted dress with a bodysuit underneath as Usher serenaded her. Jackson shared a video clip of it and wrote, "It's the outfit though, you a mom." Okay, so that's what I said. These are signs, not that we missed, we kind of missed. So it's like, she's not doing anything wrong. She's in a public place with friends, all of this stuff. Her and Usher cool. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Her and Usher cool. So, you know, he decided to serenade her, just like Doja Cat, so many other people, SZA, and so many other women at concerts. It's just like, she's Keke Palmer. Like, why would act like you know? Act like you know. So he comes forward and says this about her. Oh, but you a mom and all of this. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, whatever. But it's definitely now looking back on it in hindsight. It's looking back on it like, oh wow, you know. So this was him publicly, you know, shaming her. So I'm sure when she got back from this concert, he put her through hell. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. I can only imagine. Okay, he said his outfit throw you a mom. Palmer later appeared in a music video for Usher's song Boyfriend, sparking rumors that the pair had split and that she was taking a jab at Jackson. The petition also detailed that, so he took it as her taking the Boyfriend video with Usher because she was featured in the video just as like the video girl. Since there was so much publicity around their names, Usher's like, hey, want to come be in my video? You know, so Keke, of course, like, hey, like, you Usher, like, of course, I want to come be in your video. Like, why would I not? And come with a check? Like, she wanted Usher video for free. And come with a check. So it's like, okay, yeah, I can be in your video. So, and again, they had a lot of controversy around their name at the time. So I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. And so, okay. So the petition also detailed times when Jackson would allegedly become frustrated with their son and call her names while talking to the baby. Now, you know that is extremely narcissistic to be sitting there in front with the baby like, yeah, you know your mama. You know, if your mom wasn't such a... Wow. Wow. So to literally be sitting there talking to the baby, but talking about her, very abusive. Because then when the child grows, we already see the type of energy you're going to be pushing to him. Like if your mom wasn't such a... we could be... it's like, why? This is an infant. And you already doing this? Like, wow. Wow. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Jackson allegedly started... okay, sorry. While talking to their son, during an incident on September 26th, Jackson allegedly started getting rough with Leo physically while he was changing his diaper. Palmer said she had to step in and make sure Darius would not hurt him. And it almost became a tug of war with Leo as Palmer attempted to take the baby away from him. Wow. You're sick. Oh, I want to fight him. Oh, I want to fight him. Ooh. So, not the baby. Not the baby. Palmer said she had to step in to make sure Darius would not hurt him, and it almost became a tug of war with Leo as Palmer attempted to take the baby away from him. Her quote, Darius finally let go, and Leo was not harmed. But as I was holding Leo, trying to comfort him and finish changing his diaper, Darius hit me in the head before storming out of the room. Well, she wrote. So that's him harming her in front of the baby. So it's like, because you're not necessarily changing the baby right. And I'm assuming the baby may be number 2 or something. And she wanted to make sure the baby was properly cleaned. And maybe he was getting frustrated because he had to clean the baby. So she was just like, oh, let me take care of it. I got it. And said, he move. I can do it. Like, why though? Like, it's a baby. This is crazy. So I agree with her when she says that he was switching this energy towards the baby. I 100% would agree with her. You know, this is like, yeah, you're not going to take this out of my kid. Like, you're not going to take this out of my kid. Okay. The actress said she filed the petition without telling Jackson, writing that she fears for her and Leo's safety. She says, I'm fearful of what retaliatory actions Darius may take against me, including harming or taking our son away. If I give him notice of my request for protection, she wrote. Hearing case is scheduled for December 5th. Wow. Wow. This is a lot. This is a lot. Let's get into what Kiki's mom had to say about all of this. How do y'all feel now knowing that Kiki's parents knew that this was happening because it was happening in front of them? Not because she told them, because it was going on in front of them. Like they would be seeing, you know, him do these things to their daughter. Like, wow. Wow. Let's get into that. Let's get into Shayla, her mom.
I've never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is I can't help myself. For Sharonis Jackson to post on his Twitter the ridiculous stuff that he's posting when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sharonis over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter. And he said, well, I used to be like that too. What? So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy when we know he's the biggest fuckboy in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women, just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be abusive. So he don't get to act like he's this special guy. No, you're a fuckboy and you're a part of the problem. Look, I've never done.
No, I guess she's angry. But and I wouldn't say that you know, that they don't love her. I think that they do. I don't know. I think it's a sticky situation to be being placed in, but I'm reacting. I'm not. I don't come from the talk it out state. If a man is putting his hands on your daughter, I'm not really side-eyeing the mom much as I'm side-eyeing the father. If I'm going to side-eye anybody, it's going to be the father. I'm not going to side-eye Shayla because for what? She a woman. The most she could do is call the police. But with her father staying there and knowing that and hearing and seeing that these things have happened to his daughter, I'm side-eyeing him. I'm not really side-eyeing Shayla much. Her and her daughter being close, you know, there's different type of protections. As a mother, you know, as a woman, I feel like you relate differently to DV than a male, you know. So I think, you know, as her being a woman, like woman to woman, keeping these things under wraps was more so of her feeling maybe as if she was protecting her daughter in certain ways. I don't know. But if anybody was supposed to be physically protecting her, it should have been her father. So if I'm going to side-eye anybody, that's the only person I'm side-eyeing. I'm not side-eyeing Keke. I'm not side-eyeing her mom. Women shouldn't have to be placed in that situation. A woman shouldn't have to be placed in a situation where she would have to prevent a man from harming another woman. Like, she should never be put in that situation. A woman shouldn't be put in a situation where she's breaking up two females fighting, not a male, so what he can transfer that energy onto her. Like, what is she to do? I mean, just because you would, I do this, I'll grab a bat, I do it. Everybody not like that. Not everybody will respond that way just because we would. Because I'm right there with y'all. a bat, a desk, a table, a chair, so I mean it's gonna go down, you know, type of situation. I'm right there with you. Because that's how I was brought up. Like, yeah, we don't allow that at all. We don't play that at all. So yeah, I get it. But not everybody's wired that way. So just because we will react that way, we can't expect other people to. But no, I get it. I definitely get where y'all coming from. I love Kiki, but she's grown. Sophia says the parents could not make her leave him until she was ready. The father shouldn't go to jail for doing something to him, and he wasn't ready for him to leave. Hey, I'm not knocking what you're saying, but as a father, put me up under the jail for mine. I don't care nothing about her not being ready. I'm not ready to hear my daughter get beat up, so I'm not. I'm doing what I got to do. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't. At her father's age, he done lived. What is his record? I don't see what he would be worried about a record for. And I've always said I will proudly go to jail, prison, or court stating I did it for my child. I don't mind that coming. As long as I'm finishing with that, whatever reason I'm going to jail, I will go happy. I will happily go. Happily. Because then my child know what I would do for them. And then that will follow. My dad went to jail because the dude ... So they're going to protect their kids the same way. Yeah. They throw me up under the jail. I really don't care about none of that. I'll adapt. I ain't going to like it at first. I get it. Oh, well. We'll figure it out. But my child's going to be protected. Yeah. See, with people like me, I don't just be saying that. I mean it. So I literally mean it. I have no problem. I will gladly take a life for my kid because I believe I would be saving theirs. So I don't look at it as taking a life. I look at it as in saving one. That's how I look at it. So I'm not taking a life. I'm saving one. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. As I look at it, I'm a hero. As I look at it, like I'm a hero. As I look at it, like I saved a life. Like that's how I look at it. You look at it as one gone, I look at it as one still here. You know, so that's just how I look at it. Because I'm not wired that way. I hear or see something like that, my kid, oh no. I'm not wired to let it rock. I'm not wired to, oh, well, when you ready, baby. You may not be ready, but I am. Even if it results in me and my kid not talking, I don't care. I'm completely fine with that. Because even not talking, my kid call me, I'm still coming. Still coming. Even when we ain't talking. I wouldn't care. Right, I'm on go. I'm on go for mine. So we could not be speaking. They could cut me off because of that person. Said I can't come to the house. I can't come in the house. I can't this. I can't that. They call me one time. Dad, I need you. I'm coming. I'm not about to be on the phone with them. But you said I don't care about none of that. Where are you? I can yell at you later. We can argue later. Where are you? So it's that. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. As long as they know that I'm safe. As long as they sitting there pondering, like, I'm not talking to my dad because my dad got into my business because this man was over here pummeling me. And my dad got into my business and fought the dude and then ... and da, 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 da. And that's why we're not speaking. That's on her. She'll realize at the end of the day, all I was doing was trying to protect you. So I would sacrifice it because, again, how I raised my kid, they know right from wrong. So eventually they would come back around. So I wouldn't be worried about the falling out because I knew we would fall out and I would be completely okay with it. I would be completely okay with it. I will be content knowing that they're safe. If me getting the dude locked up that's been harming you And I got him locked up for years, so I know that we ain't got to worry about him for years. By the time he get out, you definitely gonna be moved on and all that. I'm gonna move you out of the state if you want to, you know that, because I'm gonna be there for you. That's what you're supposed to do. So yeah, there's other precautions that can be taken. If this man is just entering my daughter's home, Kiki's rich, you're moving. Yeah, you're gonna move into a secured building to where they have security, things in that nature. Multiple locked doors, so it's multiple entryways just to even get to you. You're moving. You're not staying here. Or you're coming to my house. Okay, you don't want to come to my house? Okay, well, let's go put you in a cube. You know, you don't want to move? Okay, well then let's go put you in a really nice hotel or something out of this city for a week or two. Or why don't you go stay with family? Why don't we go do a timeshare? Why don't we go on vacation? Stuff like that to keep her away from that person. Mhm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mhm. And if she wanted to be back with him, that would be fine. But I would want to meet with him first so that we can have a conversation. No vocabulary. No vocabulary. No grammar. So we can have a combo. And then after that conversation, and I'm going to be right there waiting still. Anytime she needs me, I'm going to be right there. Right there. Yeah. Hmm. My conversation with him, I'm breaking bones. And I'm going to show you what not to do. Oh, so you really think that you just about to just go back over there? Just, okay. Oh, I'm going to show you. Oh, yeah. We're breaking bones. I'm going to show you. Yeah. It's going to be a wow. If you do plan on hitting again, it's going to be, I'm going to get a good, at least a good year out you, a recovery. If you is planning on it, I'm going to get a good year. What you bet? So, yeah, but I'm taking care of it. It's happening. It's inevitable. No one can touch my kids. No one. No one. No one's allowed. Hmm. That's it. It's right. If my son's girlfriends hit them, I'm bringing her sisters over there so they can jump them. And my son, if he want to stay with her, that's fine. If she puts her hands on you again, she can jump again. Like, she's getting beat up every time. So it will be her best bet to either keep her hands up to herself or just leave. Or you could. I mean, you could leave too. You ain't got to go through this. You sure don't. But anytime you come over my house and your eyes black, say less. I will go get two of your female cousins. But that's me. So I don't expect everyone, to act how I would. I don't expect that. A lot of people will take the higher road. Not sure. But again, you're ready when you're ready. Um, but that's the person that's going through it. I feel anybody that knows should do something immediately. And it doesn't matter about the relationship. What would it matter if that person passes? If that person takes that person's life, there will be no relationship at all. They're just gone. So would you rather have somebody alive mad at you than just gone? Because when you're gone, there is no feeling. You're just gone. So yeah, I would rather somebody pissed at me that I could still call, even if it's just for them to hang up on me. I still heard their voice, nah. So yeah, I don't think that's a good idea for people to hold it in, because it only gets worse. Don't hold it in. Say something immediately, as soon as you can. I don't feel like you should wait. I'm gonna wait until she's ready to leave the relationship. For what? What if she don't? What if she don't decide? What if she don't? Then what? It's just, oh, one day. No. No. Shout out to Kiki's family for supporting her because she's going to need the support. She's going to need the support. But the only thing that worries me, because we're going to get out of here, we're at our 2-hour mark. The only thing that worries me is that the whole family knew. So with the whole family knowing, how do we know that he won't be able to come back? If Keke decides to have a weak moment, because sometimes people do, you know, they have moments where they're like, okay, let's try this again. What's stopping her besides her son? I think Leo is the strongest component in her life now, because at first I really thought it was her family. But if her sister and her mother and father have been privy to these things happening, how do we know that y'all won't accept him back? Anything's possible. So that's what I'm saying. Just because this is on a public scale, it does not mean that people don't change their mind. She could easily change her mind. And all of this pressure and all these things that's going on, he could be like an escape for her. So I just, you know, shout out to Keke. Shout out to Keke. I love you all. I'm going to get out of here. We will be live again tomorrow. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm a little thrown off by knowing that Kiki's family like were there. I was just like, whoa. That threw me completely off. Like it really did. But I love you guys. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for the super stickers and hitting the likes and subscribing and all that good stuff. You guys are wonderful. Welcome all new subbies. I love you all. And I will see y'all during the next live. Until then, because there's more. There's a lot more. Bye. Oh, I guess not. I guess it wants me.